Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, if you guys could please click that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you could leave a comment, even better. It really helps the videos out and makes them more viewable for others. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button, turn notifications on. It's Monday morning, we're back at the shop. We have a few projects going this week. It's a short week actually. Christmas Eve is Friday. I'm gonna be closing the shop down on Friday. So we have a short week, we have a 4-day week, and we have lots to do. We have a big job that probably won't be able to be completed this week, so we'll have to go into next week to be finished up. But in the shop today, to start off, I have a new truck. This is actually my new truck. It's a 1976 Chevy K20 with a Scottsdale. It's a 3/4 ton, 4-wheel drive. It's got a small block 350 in it. Automatic transmission. It's a long bed. Relatively, it's in pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of rust, the typical rust, you know, like back here you see. To a lot of people that would scare them. They'd think, oh, I need a new bed, but they sell these new sections pretty cheap. We can weld them in pretty easily, and we can body work it and paint it. We are a paint and body shop, so a lot of the rust we see, the panels are super cheap. Obviously, they're a little more work to put in than they are as far as they cost. But honestly, guys, I've wanted one of these trucks for a long time. I've been looking for one, and this one came across my eyes, and I just knew it was the one. Woke up, still knew it was the one, had to get it, and by the end of that next day, I had it in my possession. So super pumped about this truck, guys. I got rid of my SUV a few months ago, and that's what I used to tow my boat to go around in the snow. Anytime I need a 4-wheel drive, anything like that. So when I got rid of that, I kind of lost my 4-wheel drive, and I lost the ability to tow my boat. I did have a 2-wheel drive Silverado in '99, and it could have towed my boat too, but on the boat ramp, you don't really want to be 2-wheel drive, especially in a little light truck like that. So I ended up selling that and picked up this. I'm very pumped. It's one good thing about it, guys, is it's all complete. It's all there, everything works. It's in really good shape. It's pretty straight. Obviously the paint and body work's not amazing, but it is, you know, the original two-tone color. So it does have some typical body rust like that. Interior is pretty complete. It does got some rust in here we're gonna have to take care of. We're gonna have to patch in some spots eventually at some point, but seat's pretty clean. It's got a couple tears in it, but we could recover it pretty easily. They sell new dash pads. They sell vinyl floor. Someone did put a new carpet in it. Somebody did put 2 floor pans in this thing. It's tinted. It's got some it's got a Bluetooth stereo with some Kenwood speakers. It all works. By no means is it like a perfect truck right now, but first of all, I'm gonna go through it mechanically from bumper to bumper. So it's gonna be a very reliable truck. I want it to be very efficient, reliable, turnkey, ready to go whenever. I want to be able to take it far away from here if I have to. Obviously, I'm not going to travel across the country in it, but I want to be able to drive home to Big Lake if I need to, and that's an hour away from my shop. So right now, it is already pretty reliable, but nobody's really done a tune-up on it recently or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and do plugs, cap, rotor, wires. I'm going to do all the fluids. I'm going to fix some oil leaks, stuff like that. But I did get it. I vacuumed it, wiped it down on the inside, pressure washed inside and out. The guy that owned it before me, I think used to like to take it like by the river and stuff like that. So there'd be a lot of mud on that. There was a lot of mud on it. So as of right now, everything works. There are some LED headlights. They look good at night, but not too fond of them on a classic vehicle. So we will be getting some new chrome, polishing up some of this older chrome. Probably replace the grille, replace the front bumper at some point, change some headlights out, and I want the chrome to really pop on this. The mirrors, same thing. I don't mind the style of mirror. Obviously we could repaint them, but I'd love to just have some brand new mirrors all in chrome, polish up all the emblems, trim, stuff like that. At some point we will be painting this truck, probably hopefully this time next year. As of right now, we're just going to leave it the way it is. I'm just going to get it reliable mechanically, turnkey, but absolutely love it, guys. This side, the rust is a little worse. The bed's good on this side. but our rocker is gone and our fender's gone. I do have a new fender, an OEM fender out back, so I can replace this fender if I want, or section in the lower section. Rockers are cheap, they're not too bad to put in, so we'll obviously have to do that along with some corrosion protection, some seam sealing and stuff like that. So we will be having to do that. I'll probably be changing out some rubber door seals and stuff at some point like that as well, but for now I just want it to be reliable and turnkey, ready to go at any time. And as far as cosmetics, we'll go from there after that. We also have this 2010 Chevy Silverado back in the shop. We did put a CV axle in this last time it was in. The guy was taking it up the mountain, and he it sounds like it kind of went into limp mode or something. He says he was limiting out at about 25 miles an hour, wouldn't go past that. So not sure if it was transmission related or engine related or computer related, but he says he had it towed in. So I got it this morning. Before I parked it in here, I wanted to test drive it, so I test drove it, and honestly guys, I didn't see anything wrong with it. So we're gonna hook the computer up to it and see what it says and go from there. But as of right now, it drove fine for me. I'm gonna look back at his messages from before when he dropped it off on the weekend and see what exactly was going on, and try to figure out if we can fix it and make sure it doesn't happen to him again. So also on the body side of things, and by the way guys, the reason we have this in is we are going to, Mikey comes in today and I'm gonna have Mikey put in some starter shims. The starter's hanging up a little bit, so we got some shims that we're gonna put in there, and so the starter doesn't keep hanging up. So that's why this is in. We also have a 2015 Chevy Camaro, and if you look, I'm not sure if this car hit a guardrail, another car, or maybe went into the ditch. But anyways, we got some cosmetic damage going on here, guys. So obviously bumper's toast, fender is toast, door is toast. We got some damage on our actual structural part of the rocker panel. There's a cover that goes over this, but we got to repair this as well before we stick the cover on. So we got to do some repairs on this, as well as replace the door. And we got a little bit of damage on our quarter panel as well. So essentially the whole, we got a new fender, new door, new rocker. We're gonna repair the quarter panel, and we have a new bumper cover. So essentially the whole side of this car will be refinished, repaired and refinished, bumper replaced and refinished. And then from there, he was kind of interested in seeing what we could do about his stripes. Looks like they've had their time. Vinyl doesn't last forever. You can see it's got some sun and heat damage there. So they sell a lot of kits for these Camaros and stuff, so he wanted me to take a look at them to see what we could do. And it's looking like we just got to pull those off and find a new kit to replace them. So I'm going to contact him, and I'm going to ask him if he wants the same color. It kind of looked like at one point they were either a silver or just a dark gray, but I will be asking him. We could change it up. We could go gloss black, we could go satin, we could go silver, charcoal. We could pretty much do any color stripe we want. I think like a satin black stripe would look pretty cool on a gloss black car, so I'll recommend that to him, but that'll be for a later day. But priority this week is, especially today, is get this disassembled, do some pulling on that rocker if we can. And I have a new used door here I want to get on the car. I actually purchased it in black. I could have gotten it in any color, but this way we don't have to do the jams. So we're going to get this door installed. We're going to install all the guts from this door into that door, make it closable. I want to get the fender in the booth. I want to cut in our jams. We're going to paint the jams on the fender all the way around, and then we'll be installing that hopefully by the end of the day as well. So we'll have the fender and door by the end of the day, and we'll start repairing that quarter panel and that rocker. Bumper is just a prep. So you can see here we have a new fender, a new used door, we have a new used rocker panel in good shape. Did get a little bent in shipping, so we'll have to heat that up and massage that out. Inside the spray booth, we have the new front bumper cover. So there it is. Nothing really to do on this, guys, besides just prep it and paint it, so not a big deal. But there you go. So it is a short week. I usually like to bring in repairs on Monday and have them delivered by Thursday or Friday at the latest. This is a pretty big repair. Not too bad, just, you know, a little bit bigger than the normal, you know, fender bender or, you know, little scrape or ding on the fender or bumper. So, especially with Friday being Christmas Eve, we are going to be closing on Friday. So, we only have a few days to mess with this. But I would like to have it ready to paint by Thursday, by the end of the day. So if it can be in the booth by the end of the day, Thursday, ready to paint, that way Monday when I come back, I can blast it and finish the assembly and detailing on Tuesday. We could essentially deliver the vehicle back to the customer early to mid next week. And then we could talk to him about the stripes. So there you have it. Pretty pumped about that truck, guys. Really pumped about that truck. I was gonna pick up a Silverado like this, but you know, I don't really need a new truck. You know, for one, they cost a lot of money right now. Two, I work on new vehicles all the time. I drive them almost every day. I drive customer cars. We replace a lot of sensors for check engine lights. I mean, that's what we do a lot of. We just change sensors and little tiny dumb things like that. So having a new truck is wasn't exactly on the top of my priority. I just kind of enjoyed the classicness. There's no check engine lights on this truck, but when you get in something like that, there's always a check engine light. So very pumped to have had a classic. I'd rather invest a few $1,000s into this than a few $1,000s into that. And the value of these keep going up while those are dropping. So that's essentially why I decided to go with a classic truck over a new truck. So anyways, guys, like, comment, share. Please like this video. Really helps me out. And yeah, stay tuned and we'll see you on the next one.
Ooh, like LeBron, though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.